what's up? Check out this blunt and honest review from the Jock and Nerd Podcast. That's us. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the jock.
He's the nerd.
And he's the rug boy.
What's up, guys?
Jock and Nerd. Okay, fellas, let's get into this week's movie review. We will be discussing Marty Supreme. Here is your spoiler alerts. I'm going to do this one.
Let's spoil some shit, Batman.
An oldie but a goodie. Marty Supreme. Produced, directed, and edited by Josh Safdie, one half of the Safdie brothers, who co-wrote the script with Ronald Bronstein, loosely inspired by the life and career of a real-life American table tennis player named Marty Reisman. I looked this guy up a little bit, and his life was even crazier than what's in the movie. He died in 2012 at 82, but essentially played table tennis for like over 60 years and just like hustled people for most of his life. That's very interesting. This movie, also getting into this, is a very big risk, as it is A24's most expensive film. It's an original story, and they're counting on Timmy Chalamet to get people to buy tickets, counting on his star power. And
he's been out there.
And he's been out there. All of his antics have led to this. The orange jumpsuit, the orange blimp over Los Angeles. Apparently, the first person to stand on the Sphere in Las Vegas. I don't know how they got him down. I don't know how he got up there.
It's a trap door he goes through to the top.
But that's crazy. No one's been up there, but he did it to promote the movie. Did it work? Is he a star? Does he have star power? All these things are questions we will discuss on Rotten Tomatoes. Currently, the movie critics are giving it 94% tomato meter. Audience score 83%. Metacritic has it at 88. And what's that letterbox looking like over there, Anthony?
I think it's around 4.3.
Whoa.
Let me take a look.
Whoa.
It is, 4.3.
It's over 4 on the letterbox.
Yeah, over 4. Anything over 4 is a really liked movie on Letterboxd.
Impressive. The budget, as I mentioned, A24's most expensive, 60 to 70 million, they're saying, probably closer to 70 million. The last most expensive movie they made was Civil War, which we also reviewed. So how this weekend box office, it was kind of weird because this thing opened like 10 days ago, limited in a couple of things, and then went wide on Christmas Day. So the weekend box office is kind of muddy. But opening number 1 this holiday weekend, Avatar Fire and Ash in week 2, holding on to number 1, makes 64 million on the 3-day, 88 million on the 4-day. Only a 28% drop.
Wow.
For Avatar Fire and Ash. It's currently at 217 domestic, 544 international, that 762 million total in 2 weeks. This thing will hit $1 billion in about a week. Oh, shit. And if it does, James Cameron will be the first director to have his last 4 movies cross $1 billion.
Cool.
And
we're talking about A24, Marty.
I know. Okay. Number 2, but at number 2, Zootopia 2 makes another $20 million. This thing hit $1 billion in 17 days. It is $1.4 billion total. Marty Supreme opens number 3. The 4-day, 27.1 million. The 10-day run is 28.1 million. So the 3-day is 17.5. You can either count it as A24's highest 4-day or second highest 3-day behind Civil War.
Is that global?
25.
No, so global, there's no numbers yet. I think globally it's getting released next year. One thing to note on the Marty Supremes is it's in 1,000 less theaters than Avatar and Zootopia.
Oh, so
it did beat The Housemaid though, where Sydney Sweeney.
Man.
Apparently, Sydney Sweeney takes off her top in that movie too.
That's what
How do I
heard.
know that? I don't know.
I heard that today also.
Oh shit!
Just
may or may not have seen some video. And number 5.
Oh, you saw
a movie that Imran was debating on us seeing instead, Anaconda.
Yeah, I don't think that movie's any good. But I'm glad we saw Marty Supreme, the number 3 opening movie. The movie stars, of course, old Timmy Chalamet as table tennis player Marty Mauser. You got Gwyneth Paltrow as actress Kay Stone. You have Odessa Azion playing Rachel. The other love interest, you got Tyler, the Creator, playing his buddy Wally. You got Fran Drescher playing his mother, Rebecca Mauser. Sandra Bernhard has a cameo. Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, has a cameo. Well, there's more than a cameo.
He's in the movie. He's a big part of the movie.
Yeah, he is a big part of the movie, which I was surprised. But we know the Safdies like to hire people who aren't actors in a lot of the movies. We saw it in Smashing Machine. You see it in a lot of their movies. So hence you get the Tyler, the Creator, and Penn Jillette as a cameo.
I just realized today that Penn Jillette was that guy.
Yes, right? He's unrecognizable.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, that's Penn Jillette.
The woman that is Marty is putting the shoe on at the beginning of the movie is Marianne from Brooklyn from the Howard Stern show.
Oh, really?
Which for some reason they put her in the movie so she would talk about it on a show.
Oh my God.
So to get publicity, I guess. So
yeah, no, they're
New York guys, right? So
yeah.
There's a lot of. I mean, there's George Gervin is the tennis club owner. He's a great 19 from the 70s basketball player. So there's all sorts of people in this movie.
Yeah, their casting is always wild, filled with
Abel Ferreira is that
Abel
guy.
Ferreira is great. Also, yes,
Ezra is kind of the other evil guy.
Yes, Ezra Mishkin.
And he's He's an Italian filmmaker that made a lot of like gritty films about New York.
He's a director. He's a filmmaker. I knew the name, but I didn't know from where.
Yeah.
Very quirky. They're very quirky with their casting, which can be fun. The movie is rated R, has a 2-hour, 29-minute runtime. Anthony, what is Marty Supreme about?
Marty Supreme is about a table tennis player named Marty Mauser, ping pong for those that, for the layman, in post World War II, 1950s New York, who is doing whatever it takes to not only prove he's the best in table tennis, but to make it his life and his career, to make an impact with it. And along the way, he causes a ton of destruction and has to overcome a lot of different obstacles.
Hijinks happen.
Correct.
As they would. Before we get into the movie, real quick baseline, Anthony, what's your relationship to ping pong or table tennis in general?
I mean, I played the game. I'm not going to say I'm very good at it, but I played it. I never have really had a ton of interest in it, but I played it.
Okay. Ruggs, what about you?
Oh, we had a fucking ping pong table in our house.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah.
And we used to fucking play ping pong all the time.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I can really tell you.
No,
enjoyed it.
Same with me. Like, it has a connection to my childhood. Let me tell you something. Growing up Pakistani, brown people love fucking table tennis. They love cricket and carom board and ping pong. We had a ping pong table in the basement of our building growing up. My dad used to play all the time. I was not very good. A lot of my relatives, they have ping pong tables in their basement. I don't know why, but I've just grown up around ping pong tables. I'm still not very good at it, but it is a fun sport. All right, Anthony, back to you. Movie's over. We go through his whole journey. What'd you think? Opening thoughts.
Well, you can see my initial thoughts on Patreon, and they've only grown from there. I thought this was a fantastic movie. I had a awesome time at the theater. I was very hungover. This was the day after my birthday.
Oh, shit.
So I was very hungover in the theater, but this movie brought me to life. I thought it was awesome. It's uncut gems of energy with ping pong, table tennis.
Yeah.
And I thought there's so many things to talk about, but I thought Timothy Chalamet as Marty Mauser was just riveting. I thought this character he played where he's this jerk and an asshole, but also super magnetic. Yeah. And I thought that tightrope he walks throughout the movie. Yeah. I thought he nailed it. I could see why people would gravitate to him, and I could see why people would hate him. Right. And there were so many things throughout the movie where I was like, oh my God, this is happening now. This is happening, but all in a good way. So yeah, I had a blast with this movie. I thought it was awesome.
Nice. Ruggs, how about you? How'd you feel after?
I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I laughed. I had a smile on my face while I was watching it. But in the back of my mind, I was just thinking about Good Time and Uncut Gems, and Caught Stealing, and a bunch of other movies where, like, it's problem on top of problem that
wacky shit happens. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's making another one of these. So that was kind of haunting me the whole time I was watching it, but I did enjoy it.
It's his meal.
You didn't think the ending kind of wrap that in a different way, though? We can talk about the ending later, but just initially.
I feel like for a movie, usually the endings are for the Safdie brothers movies. They're usually grim,
right? They're not optimistic.
So this was a nice change.
Yeah, that
it was an optimistic thing. I wish that built to a better crescendo, because, like, to me, I don't want to jump the gun here, but that end game was fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
because I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking, and you could feel the tension that was built.
Yeah.
All of that would work. And so when you get to that second ending, I felt like, oh, if that had a better built-in payoff, it would have been better too. But anyway, I liked that it had an optimistic ending.
Yeah, we'll dive into that. I have some thoughts on that ending too, but we can table that for now.
Yeah.
Table tennis that for now.
We'll table tennis that for now.
I'm going to ping it back to you.
Oh, pong all the way.
Yeah.
King Kong's balls. I thought it was
the King Kong balls. True.
It was very entertaining. And the movie, like, the more you sit with it, the more it kind of reveals itself to you. A great character study. I love how it's all discombobulated in that it's set in the 50s, but the movie and Chalamet is channeling like 70s aesthetics, but then you have 80s music and an 80s kind of synth score on top of all this, kind of just layering all this nuance on. The fucking production design, the costuming, fucking stunning.
Yeah.
So good. The way they rebuilt New York and the cars, everything.
You remember, you were in college in New York in the 50s.
Yeah, in
was
the
that
50s.
right?
That was like my first.
Just like I remember it.
Yeah, just like you both guys were, right?
Dude, Lower East Side. I mean, it's a great New York movie. It's a great, like,
where is that?
Movie.
Where they're running around? Are they in Manhattan?
That's Manhattan, Lower East Side, I believe, right? Rugs?
Yeah, it looks like it.
1952, that was my freshman year in college. Yeah. I remember it looked just like
that.
But
those are the tenement areas.
Yeah.
Where you had to, like, live in a building and share a bathroom. And all
yes. And that's why you have now apartments with, like, bathtubs in the kitchen, because they've rebuilt around all those. The production, I was watching this video with the interview of the production guy, Jack Davis, who worked for Paul Thomas Anderson and fucking Scorsese. Like, he is top of his game, and it was so good. And then Chalamet really impressed me, because you're right. This guy is a piece of shit. I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to root for him or I want him to learn a lesson. But the way he's a little James Dean. He's a little Al Pacino from the 70s. His charisma, his magnetism. You could tell he's done the work. Like, this is a guy, he learned fucking Italian for one movie. He learned how to play guitar for the Dylan movie. He trained with table tennis, even though they used a little CGI. He trained with the table tennis players to make it look real. And I think it really works. So it's like a crazy, like, throwback movie where you have an unlikable protagonist and you're not really sure, but the sketches, the character that they put out.
Wait a minute, though.
So good.
That's every Safdie movie. Is unlikable
they have a formula. Yes, they have a wheelhouse.
So it's not. I don't think that you keep making it sound like he's doing something new, but he's not.
But I think they like that, like, 70s era type of movie.
Yeah,
right?
the aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's the
not only the aesthetic, but the guy, like, the main character being like someone that's kind of unscrupulous and not great.
Well, I think what they did different in this movie is, like, you clearly know that Adam Sandler's a piece of shit. You clearly know that Robert Pattinson's a piece of shit in Good Time.
Right.
So you clearly know that. And you're not really that he's a little bit more charming. So Chalamet's more charming.
Yeah.
He comes off as he's really this nice guy, and he's got nice guy moments. Like, he cares about the girl for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is a piece of shit too. He's just disguised as better.
But I would say, to counter what you're saying, I think even though Chalamet's got the similar energy to fucking Sandler and from Good Time.
Yeah.
I think the difference, though, is Chalamet's playing a 23-year-old.
Right.
So the energy he has, while he is, like, not great either at times,
he's a kid.
He's a kid.
Immature.
It's this naive kid.
Yep.
That basically is trying to say, like, this is his destiny. He is trying to say, like, I can maneuver the world because everything revolves around me, and I'm going to make it happen. Like, he's just, and then I think that's why the ending, which we'll get into later, kind of works for me as well, because it's like his aha moment. Like, no, this isn't about you.
He just turned 30 also, I think, this week.
He did.
But I think it's a little meta, too, because Chalamet, and when he's out and he's talking about his career, he's brazenly like, I'm going to be the best. I want to be the best. And you kind of have to be cocky and self-confident to get to that level. And that's why I feel like he fit into Marty Mauser, is channeling a little bit of himself.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's this whole meta conversation because he said when he won the SAG award last year in his speech that he wants to be one of the greats. Like he's taking this very seriously. So
and that
I think it probably helps him play this role because it's a similar line of thinking to the character.
And I mean, that sometimes rubs people the wrong way. Like these days, to be that cocky and self-assured, but it's refreshing to see that. Like he's just telling you, and he's going to work at it. He's like, I'm going to be one of the greats. I'm going to be the best. And I can see him getting there. Like he's on his way, clearly. Yeah. But back to the movie, I thought the humor worked, the tense parts, the shootouts, the violence worked, the deaths were surprising. It reminded me of After Hours a little bit, and kind of
has that
just
same
how
energy.
Stuff happens, right? But it was just shot and beautiful, shot really well. But let's start. I kind of want to start all this talking about the character of Marty Mauser. What do we know about him? What do we like about him? Right down to, let's start with first, like the costuming, the thick glasses, the unibrow, and the acne on his skin were fantastic. And the little mustache.
Well, apparently the Safdies made him wear contacts so his eyes would look smaller in the glasses.
Right. To exaggerate.
Well, not the Safdies. It was only Josh Safdie.
Just Josh.
This movie, yes.
Benny had nothing to do with it. Which tells you, I think, who's the more talented brother. But we could get into that discussion. Because we've seen both their movies. What? Talk to me about Marty Mauser. What do we get out of him in this movie?
Well, I mentioned it earlier about his will, and he's this naive kid. But adding on to that, I think he is a kid that, because he is so confident, has such high belief in himself, that for a while that confidence makes things work for him, right? So like he's able to get an old actress played by Gwyneth Paltrow to bang him.
Just because
he's able to convince Kevin O'Leary, because he has such supreme confidence that people are like, who is this guy? Like, he must be something. But then later on throughout the movie, that confidence starts to like fall apart, because that facade starts to fall apart because people start to see that he's just full of shit. But he still believes it. And he's like, what I like about his character is like, he's like, I am destined to do this. So even if I have to like make myself look like a complete asshole to get to where I need to be, which is to be the best ping pong player in the world and to make this my career, like once I get to that stage, I'll make it my moment. Like I'm still going to fucking take advantage of it. So I think there's a lot of layers to this character, but that's one of the initial things I noticed.
Were you guys rooting for him at any point?
Well, yes and no. Like there are moments where I'm like, all right, you're going to pull this shit off. But then there's moments where, like, for example, when he goes and he does the Globetrotter thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, we should be making some money now. He should be pocketing some of this money. And then when he doesn't have it, after he's gone for doing this shit for like months at a time, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? What happened? I'm like, fuck you. Like, you don't have any money after you've done all this.
Everything he does in this movie is a hustle to get money, to get to where he wants.
Well, it's just weird.
I also enjoyed like the dynamic. Like I enjoyed his dynamic with Odessa Zion.
Yes, she was.
I thought she was great.
Yeah,
and I enjoyed like his. You can tell he clearly cares for her, but also, doesn't want to fully acknowledge the relationship to everybody. And she's kind of his like ride or die, and she morphs kind of into him.
Yeah,
and tries to hustle like him, but not as smoothly. So I thought that was also very interesting. That really, I enjoyed I liked his relationship with all the women in his life.
I like that she was kind of his wingman, right? There's a little Bonnie and Clyde moment where she's, doing the hustle with him.
Right.
But then she's a hustler too. That fucking black eye wasn't real. And I was like, oh shit.
Well, also you can tell like he gets that hustling, like it's his mom raised him like this. She's hustling him.
She's an emotional hustler.
Well, yeah, even in the beginning of the movie, she's like trying to get him to think that she's in the hospital.
Right. Yeah.
So it's clearly been passed down that this guy is like he has what the kids would call that grind mindset.
Yeah.
Just like wake up, rise and grind type shit.
Well, and especially in the lower East Side in the 50s, everyone's probably like young kids are how do I get out of here? How do I get out of here?
Right.
And the ping pong hall was the escape.
Right.
I mean, it could have been anything. It could have been pool. It could have been bowling. But that actually, they rebuilt a famous ping pong place that used to be down there.
Did you? I heard your Patreon review, and I'm curious if you still think the same. Do you still think his side plot with Gwyneth Paltrow could have been eliminated?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I completely disagreed with that.
No, not the more I thought about it, like I was like, there's something that's too much, but really it's a journey and everything adds to his character. And the more I thought about it and how she comes back and he's trying to hustle her and the costume necklace and the necklace thing at the end, she's a big part of it. And her husband's a big part of it.
There's a moment when he goes back into the house and he goes up there to her bedroom.
Yeah.
And I see her that she's fucking having the worst time because she got a terrible review. And she's like hysterical. I'm like, if this motherfucker goes and starts talking to her about the necklace, I'm like, he deserves to get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And thankfully, he didn't do that. So I thought that was a nice limit moment for him.
Yeah, it shows there's a limit to like the lengths he will go.
Well, I mean, and there's some funny stuff comes out, like at the end in the park where she gives him the necklace and they start having sex and the cops bust him.
Oh, that's so
and
funny.
She bribes him by cops with the necklace. And what's the first thing he says? He goes, hey, can I get another one of those necklaces before you leave? And she's like, what? Stay here.
Well, speaking of just a quick pivot, but similar to the tangent Ruggs mentioned, the lengths he will go. I think also this shows even early in the film. Because when he needs the $700 to go to the British Open, he gives, I forget the character's name that he's with, instead of just straight like bribing him to have the money taken, he gives him an out and goes, just say I robbed you so you don't look like the bad guy, right? Like he puts it on himself. So while he is being selfish and he is taking someone else's money, he is also giving the person that he's taking the money from an out to go, yeah, it's not your fault. Just put it on me. I'll deal with it later.
So I believe Ruggs has an issue with this because I put
there's a lot of things in this movie that I find, we wrote it that way, so it happens. And the whole thing with the uncle and the drama, I feel like it doesn't register to me. As
your question is, why would his uncle have him arrested? I think he was just trying to scare him.
Yeah, but it just seemed like the cops are chasing him, and it went way too crazy. I was like, dude, it's $700 and he gave it to him. The guy stole it from him. So what the fuck is the issue here?
Yeah.
Well, the scene is very much I think it's like very much done for comedy.
Yeah.
Like I do agree that you could probably be like, this doesn't logically make sense, but it's almost like a Looney Tunes type. Like that whole scene is very like not serious.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't, the drama at some point I check out of the drama because I'm like, this shouldn't be happening. This, I don't get when other things happen. It makes sense. Like when other things that go wrong, this particular thing felt like it was forced. I love
how, like you said, some of it is forced. Some of it is his fault. And some of it is just fate. Like the fucking bathtub crashing through.
Well, the guy told him not to get in it.
He did tell him not to get in it.
He said, don't use the shower.
That's his comeuppance for fucking not listening and being a schmuck.
He was taking a bath. It wasn't
he's taking a bath, and as he's taking a bath, he gets a letter that says because he was in the hotel, he owes $1,500.
Now he's got to come with $1,500 and then crash, and you land on Michigan cleaning his shitty dog that smelled like shit that came in and fucking his arm up. But then that leads to Marty realizing Michigan has money. And he's like, can you take my dog to the vet? And he shows him the bag of money. So everything to him is always like, how can I get paid?
Right.
And he just takes the dog and they fucking lose the dog.
That money is the impetus for him to start hustling with Tyler, the Creator's character.
That's a great scene. That whole, when he calls him to go hustling and they go to the bowling scene. Although I wonder how smart are these people at the bowling alley with two fucking random people that have never been in there before. Just come in and start doing this. Nobody put two and two together clearly until it was a good hustle.
I loved the scene when they're in the car and they get out of the car counting the money and they're dancing next to the car.
Yeah, they're going, well, while the car's rolling and just letting the car roll.
Yeah.
Tyler, the Creator, had some great lines where when Marty's complaining, he's like, this is not my child. I practice. I hold my urine for 10 seconds because that's what you do. And then Tyler's like, that's how you get a bladder infection, motherfucker. So the whole thing about the baby, because I was like, I was questioning whether it was his.
You like the Look Who's Talking opening credits?
And I forgot that they literally showed us.
They show you the sperm going in the egg. It's the baby definitely his. Playing Forever Young.
Yes. And Look Who's Talking did that. And then the transition from the egg to the ping pong ball. Fantastic. Great fucking opening. It was fucking great.
With Forever Young playing is just, I
thought it was cute and funny.
I was like, oh my God.
Even though I've seen it before. When
they start all the sperm, everyone just started giggling. I was like, oh, fuck.
Well, the thing is, we've definitely seen it before, but I don't know that we expect a ping pong movie to start with that.
No. That was what was crazy. I did not expect this movie to start with sperm getting to the eggs.
I also enjoyed when Odessa is in the opening of that movie, when they go downstairs, they are making out so sloppily.
So hard.
Yeah. I'm just like, this is kind of gross to watch. Making out like that.
It is gross, and you don't get to see anything.
Yes.
You just get to see them. That's like the worst part of like watching anyone have sex is like them making out like that. You're like, oh my God, get out of here. Go get a. That's literally like when you're like, go get a room.
He's in the basement of the shoe store. Nobody's there. They can do what they want. So back to Marty Mauser's cockiness. The couple of lines where he's talking to those, I think it's the newspaper guys and the thing where they're asking him about his opponent Kletsky, and he's like,
the dropping.
I'm going to do what Auschwitz couldn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. He goes, I'm Hitler's worst nightmare. You should write that down. That's good. I was like, oh my God, fucking Marty. That just, you didn't have to go there.
Well, didn't he see? He has a pretty crass line when he first meets Kevin O'Leary's character about his son dying in the war, right?
Oh, that's right.
He's like, I'll drop a bomb on him or something like that.
He's like, I'm going to drop a third bomb on Japan. And the balls he has to pay for Mr. Rockwell's dinner, a man who clearly is worth a lot of money, causes him to walk over. And he's like, you know what they call this? The pen hold. You could use that. He goes, for what? I don't know, for advertisement. I'll give it to you. It's free. Like just the cockiness he had.
Well, that's
so great.
Doing that basically gets what's Gwyneth Paltrow's character's name?
Kay
all lathered up because he immediately goes to his room.
Yes, but in just lingerie, like she finds that confidence and brass.
What'd y'all think about Gwyneth Paltrow? She looked pretty good.
Yeah, she looked all right. I don't.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow. Right. Was she like in her 50s and you're saying she looked all right?
I'm just saying, I don't know if he would be. I think he was just attracted to her because he wanted to
have sex with someone famous.
Well, yes. He didn't even know who she was until they pointed her out to him.
Right. And then he's like, I need to have her just because I can't see what I could do.
Well, I think it's not only that. I think it's like, this is who I'm supposed to like. This validates my destiny. I am this guy.
Yeah.
I am who I say I am.
Yeah.
I mean, that part of the movie, I'm like, I could definitely relate to this. Not banging a 50-year-old woman that's 30 years older than me.
Yeah.
But more just like when you project that confidence.
Yeah.
Things just happen.
Yeah.
Like even if you're fucking bullshitting it so hard, if you actually believe the bullshit you're spewing.
Yeah.
People go along for the ride really easily.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can bullshit that for a long time.
Ruggs is laughing.
Until you get there. Fake it until you make it. And that's his...
Well, it makes me think about things.
Yes. Self-actualization.
I think that part of the movie, when he's doing that shit, I'm like, while I've never been Marty Mauser, there are parts of this where I'm like, I can remember being like this.
I was thinking about. I was like, I remember when I fucking tried this shit.
I've done this shit.
There are moments. There are moments in every young man's life where they think they rule the world.
Yeah.
And this movie is about a young man that thinks he rules the world for the entire length of this movie until the end.
Relatable. And I think, and it's a lot of guys in their early 20s. When you're in your early 20s, you feel that way.
That's when you're unstoppable.
Yes. You feel invincible. You can do whatever you want, and get away with shit. It's just what level of confidence can you fake?
But you notice all the older people in the movie are like, this is cute. I'll let this ride for a little bit, but they all end up being like, dude, you're full of shit. Like you suck. And but they all are like, we'll take advantage of this for as long as we can. Like Gwyneth Kay takes it, she fucks him.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Leary's like, I'm going to use this guy to promote the pens.
Yeah.
Here's his uncle is like, dude, you're going to be a fucking manager here. Like, I'll let this get out of your system. Like they're all right away wise to him, and they're just like, well, he's magnetic, so we'll let this play out for a little bit.
I mean, he's a guy
they're all like, he's cute. Like, this is kind of cute.
But he can talk his way in and out of anything, essentially. And he's always like, I will double your money. I'm going to be on a Wheaties box. Like, you can't deny that much bravado sometimes.
You know what that reminded me of? I wrote this down. I want to mention it here. The bravado he has, it's not at all like the same kind of acting.
Yeah.
But it's the same bravado that I really enjoyed in Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy. Where every time he's in a situation throughout the movie, he makes something up.
Yeah.
And he like does this performance and everyone's like, yeah, you're right. That's you. Like, I thought he was doing the same. He had the same type of energy, I felt.
Interesting.
Ass talking dude.
Yes. Talking. Yep. Think quick. Right.
Yep.
Very quick with what he's saying.
Yeah.
Very strong belief into what he's saying. And everyone was just like, yeah, you're right. Like, this is who you are. Okay. Yeah. Get out of here. Do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the comparison I had, is Eddie Murphy and Beverly Hills Cop playing Axel Foley.
Yeah.
I mean, when Axel Foley goes into the hotel and wine and dines his way into the fucking stays at the Beverly Hills hotel.
Yeah.
Like, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as when Marty goes to the fucking head of the ITTA or whatever it's called and is like, dude, you're putting us in a fucking dump.
Yeah, I want to be in the Ritz. Here. I want to be where you are. It's also like Eddie Murphy in 48 Hours when he goes in that bar.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. Yeah. How about that story Kletsky tells him about the camps?
Oh, dude, that fucking had me rolling.
Which was crazy that he covered himself with honey to come back so that his prison bunkmates could just lick it off his
Ruggs,
body.
You've been on the streets. Have you ever licked honey off of another man?
I prefer not to say.
It provides sustenance.
I mean, I've been drunk a lot in public, so
that goes back to our historical accuracy discussion we just had. Like, it made me think, did that actually happen or just make that up? But it sounds like something that would have actually happened, that he heard someone tell this story and just put it in there.
I'm sure there are stories that run parallel to that. Like, they've had to do horrible things to survive. So but it is a comical story.
Well, and the fact that like World War II is still very fresh in a lot of people's minds, right? In 52, the Japanese are still kind of the default bad guys, even though Rockwell wants to, he says it, he goes, they killed your son, but you want to go entertain them?
Yeah.
He wants their money. Never, either way, it's a new business marketplace opening up in 52.
Absolutely.
I thought it was more played for. I didn't think it was very serious. I'm just watching dudes look another hairy man's chest.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So then intertwined
my balls. Hey,
my balls.
Get in there.
My balls was hot.
And then let's discuss intertwined. All this is this story of this dog that ends in a fucking crazy violent fashion, which I was not expecting that also.
The dog lives though, doesn't he?
The dog is the only one that fucking lives. Mishkin and his dude and Penn Jillette, who found the dog, won't give it to them, all get killed in a shootout, and Marty leaves the dog there in that house.
I just love though, and when that happens, Odessa Zion has enough.
It's like, get the money.
Yeah, get the money.
And she's been shot. She's pregnant and shot. She's like, get the money. I was like,
he pulls the money out, and there's like naked photos in between.
Yes, it wasn't even money; it was nudie photos. But Marty's like, "That's my girl. That's right. That's what you think about. I taught you well. Get the fucking money."
Those scenes, because Marty, like, you can clearly tell he cares for her, right? Because once he hears that she's beat up, he fucking beats the shit out of the dude.
Yeah, even though he may not have punched her,
even though she was playing him. Yeah. But like, I think throughout the movie, she starts to earn his respect. Like, oh, like of all the people in my life, you're the only one that actually is like gonna be my Bonnie and Clyde with me.
Yeah. I mean, she does leave Ira, her husband, right. I think. But when he smeared that makeup, that was fucking heartbreaking. And he's like, you know what? What do you want? Just go home. Just go home, Rachel. And he just walks away. I was like, fuck. What does this mean?
What about the fat friend?
Oh, Dion? Dion was hilarious. It's not a regular ball. It's a Marty Supreme ball. It's a special ball. The big guy that he lets him, his uncle's kid who they stay at. Rachel stays there, and then Dion, he's got the orange balls in the room, and he throws them out the window.
I mean, let's just shot of the orange balls falling out the window. It was great.
That's hilarious. But I thought this was, in terms of language and slang, I found this very interesting. When he gets the balls, he looks at him. He goes, "This is great." He says, "This is fire," he says.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which is something that the kids say all the time right now. So it either has come back or they used it in the 50s.
No, they just used it.
I think there's two theories I heard in other podcasts that I think worth mentioning in this point, because there's a lot of like weird things, right? Where it's set in the 50s, you have the 80s music needle drop, you have
Tears
fire.
for Fears. Yeah.
So there's two things, perspectives. One is they're telling a story about a kid really out of time. Like this story, he could have been anywhere.
Yes.
Right. Then there's another perspective that this is supposedly told from Marty's perspective when he's older to his kids.
Oh, I like both of those. I can see like the man out of time. It does give the movie kind of a timeless quality.
Right.
And it's discombobulates the viewer, but kind of puts you in his headspace where he doesn't know where he belongs either. Mm-hmm. But telling it, there's no indication that he's telling that
story. Second one's, there's no indication, but I thought that was an interesting perspective.
But that would be interesting. But when he said "This is fire," I was like, what the fuck? Did they say that in the 50s?
I didn't catch that. Wow. I didn't realize he said that.
Yeah.
Did you like did you guys like the mix of 80s into 50s?
Some of it took me a little bit out. I like the 80s synth score. I do love the Tears for Fears songs. Everybody Wants to Rule the World at the end makes perfect sense thematically. But occasionally it took me out a little bit.
I mean, I love new wave music, so it was fun for me to see it and to see what they picked. And it does break it out of reality a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It created this own reality that's happening here. So I don't know. I mean, it's a cue for you to not to take it too seriously, maybe, or to take it historically seriously. So it gives you an indication that they're playing around a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
think about it.
If Nolan is smart, he just gets 90s hip hop for the Odyssey just over the whole movie. That's how you break out of the mold there.
I thought the music was awesome, and I not only did I enjoy the needle drops, but I thought the score at times
the score is good. Yeah,
fantastic, especially that end ping pong scene.
Yeah,
I mean the music is just like this. It feels like you're watching a heavyweight fight, and you're like, oh my god, this is fucking ping pong.
So let's talk about how. I mean, this is the ping pong movie. The only other thing everyone thinks of is that short part in Forrest Gump.
Right.
It's like the only other ping pong in popular culture. This now becomes the ping pong movie. But the way he shot this, the wide shots, the rooms of people playing, you're right, Anthony. It almost comes off as a prize fight, as a boxing match. Every point is dramatic. You can follow all the movement and the balls and where they land. I even love where they have fun. That one semifinal round where he's playing his buddy and he's like, let's have a little fun with this. And he blows the ball. He kicks it with his feet, does it behind the back. And then the exhibition match into him pleading for a real match in front of everyone. And he doesn't even get to compete in the fucking championship finals, whatever. But the ping pong, I bought it all. It was stunning. It looked so good.
Yeah. I love that ending scene. I love that end match. It was so good because it was okay. So he's gotten himself into this predicament where by being the asshole that he is, he's now persona non grata at this thing.
Right.
He's not even in the fucking in the match. He's not put back into the tournament.
Can't even sign up for it. Yeah.
Yeah. And the guy who's in charge hates his guts, and he still thinks he can probably convince him, but no dice. He gets no dice, crickets from the guy. He's not going to do it. So he's like, how do I get what I want? I want to redeem myself. Yep. So he's like, oh, I'm going to now tank this other opportunity that I have to be this representative, and I'm going to fuck that over, but I'm going to come out as the guy who beat the guy.
So there's two matches, and when it started, I was like, oh, he's going to beat him here to prove a point. But I did not expect the two matches, the one where he loses and then him pleading for the real match.
I loved this was a little bit more meta, but when they're doing that second match and Mr. O'Connell, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
Malik, or what's his first name?
Marty Rockwell.
Rockwell. Yeah. He notices, that he's trying to win this and it's going to embarrass him.
Yeah.
And he gets up there and he does the whole, I'm a vampire. I've lived since 1601.
Oh, what the fuck was that? Is he really a vampire? Or was just fucking with him?
No. So two things. One,
he was born in 1600. Yeah.
I think it's him saying you will, like, I've seen 10,000 of you and you will never, like, there's going to be me and there's always going to be you and you're never going to get it.
Yeah.
Right. You're never going to make it. But also Meta in Shark Tank, which Kevin O'Leary is on as Mr. Wonderful.
Yep.
He always says, I'm a vampire. I've been on this show forever.
Okay, so, and this is why I thought he really worked well in this movie, because Safdie Josh was smart at just making him play who he is.
Who he is, yeah.
Corporate fucking business guy making fucking business deals.
There's not much more verisimilitude than having the guy that actually is that guy.
Milton Rockwell, yeah. And you believed it. I was like, wow, this actually fucking, I did not think that Kevin O'Leary was going to work in a movie, but it fucking worked.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought he was solid.
I thought he held his own.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, look at this motherfucker acting. All right.
I like when he slaps Timothy's real butt cheeks in the
yes, that is a great scene when he has to come back and he finds them and he has to beg and he's like, go get my paddle. We could do this, but you need a paddling. And it was really Chalamet didn't want to use a stunt butt.
Yeah.
And he's like, let me take these paddles.
And they used a stunt paddle and it broke. So they said, let's use a real paddle.
Oh, shit. That's right. See, this man gets hurt for his work. He puts the work. He will get red ass for Oscar. You got to give him an Oscar.
Riding on planes and you got Timmy Chalamet taking a paddle to the ass.
Yo, you got to give him an Oscar. He got red ass for this movie. Jesus. He didn't need to.
Oh, my God.
He got red ass. Okay.
Tell me the James Cameron movie. He drowns you for like 6 days.
Yes, we got to hold your breath for 12 minutes. That's the next. Any other things that stuck out that you liked?
I think I'd like to talk about the ending, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So, when the ending happened, I initially had the same thought as Ruggs, where I went, we were not really going there. Like it was a little bit like, that's interesting. We'd end it there. But then the more I thought about it, I mean, the movie starts with the sperm.
So the ending being Marty, it's funny because he's like, Rockwell's like, you got to find your own way back home. I'm not fucking giving you a ride. So he hitches a ride with the military and he goes to the hospital. Yeah. And he tells the nurse in the maternity thing, can you pick up? And he sees his baby and he starts crying and smiling.
Even before that, he says to Odessa Zion's character, wakes her up and just says, I'm not leaving. Like, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
So I think that whole ending. Hope? Yeah, I think it's hopeful. Yeah. I think it's one of those things where, like, I've personally never had kids. Yeah, but I've heard from everyone that has a kid that immediately when you see your kid for the first time, everything changes. Yeah, and I think in that moment you see in his face, he goes, "My purpose is no longer me. My purpose is this child and this woman, and this everything that I've done, I've accomplished it." And now I'm moving on, and this is who I am now.
You think this motherfucker stops hustling people for ping pong and making money after this at the end, moving forward?
I think he changes. I don't know if he's completely the different guy.
Well,
but he's realized that there is a bigger purpose than him. He is not the center of his universe anymore.
He would be the guy who now will hustle harder because he has a kid.
Well, yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, like, look, the honest truth is, if you look out there into the world, many people have a child and does not change their fucking behavior.
Yeah, that's true also.
Right. That's why you have all these fucked up kids and people who are not getting the proper attention they need from their parents. But I feel like that's what the movie's trying to tell you, is that Marty has changed. Right. And he will be a changed man. I don't know if I buy it. But that's what the movie's trying to tell.
Because it made me think of like, oh, what happens after this? What happens to his life? That's, does he change? I don't know. It's that hustle, that bravado is strong in him. I don't think you could completely take it out with a kid that he initially didn't even think was his.
I feel like the only time that you really get acknowledged, and the problem is with Marty is you don't know if he's saying shit because it's what you want to hear,
right,
or because he really means it. Mm-hmm. So when he's talking to the guy in Tokyo, he's trying to get back into the tournament. He's like, I was an asshole. I was arrogant, and I made a mistake, and I fucked up. Like, that's the only time you really hear him kind of admitting his fault. Yeah. You don't know if it's genuine or not.
Yeah.
I mean, he's aware of what he's doing at least, which is something. but I don't know. Like, I needed more of that. I needed more of that. Him realizing that what he's been doing up to this point is just self-destructive.
Yeah. I think that's a fair point. I did listen to Josh Safdie do an interview after the movie on one of my podcasts, and he was definitely going for the vibe of when you have a kid, everything changes and you become a different person. Now, there are people that are shitty fathers, but then I've also seen guys that were wilding out, and then when they have a kid, you never see them again.
Yeah, so they're just gone.
Yeah, it can change.
I mean, I think the ending it works. It's really good on multiple levels,
right? So that's the difference between this and like an Uncut Gems.
Yes.
Where Uncut Gems is like nihilistic. He gets the win and he fucking gets shot.
Yeah,
and this one's like, no, like he gets the win and he also finds something in his life that actually will potentially change him for the better.
He gets a win that's not really. It's only meaningful to him, essentially. Just to prove that he could do it. And it's a hopeful ending, but it's also kind of ambiguous because you're like, oh, what happened?
Right.
You could go either way. You can, think either thing.
Let's talk about his girlfriend real quick.
Okay. Rachel?
Yeah. So she's trying to hustle him. She leaves her man.
Yeah.
But the guy has no idea that the baby's not his.
Right.
And so she goes back to the apartment to let him know that at this point, she feels abandoned by Marty. She has nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
She goes back home. She tells him it's not his.
That's right.
And then he starts flipping the fuck out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that was her way of like ending the relationship with him.
Yes.
And
so she's made a decision to be with Marty.
And she's made a decision. Yeah. She doesn't know where she's going to end up.
Okay.
But she knows she didn't, luckily, I think Marty's mom probably took her in because the baby is Marty's.
Yeah.
But like that was like a kind of a big moment for her.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I think, you're right. I think she just was like, I gotta get out of this relationship. Like I'm not doing anybody right. And then I think that builds into when she then out of nowhere calls dude with the dog and is like,
yes, she does her own little hustle.
Let's hustle him. Like I think she's trying to prove to Marty, like, hey, I fucked up and lied to you, but I'm with you. Like I'm with you in this. Like
she's trying to get him money. Yeah, she was trying to help him get money, and she brings out a fake dog, and Ezra Mishkin stabs that dude. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? And then she has to run off. But that was all on her. Like she did it herself, tried to fucking hustle that dude.
I thought it was great because, like, in the beginning of the movie, she's this kind of just his girl, but there's not really much to her. And then as the movie evolves, you see what Ruggs talked about, you see what I talked about here, where she just evolves into this other person, where she's like, she's also going with, oh yeah, like for all his faults, I love him. Like this is my guy, and I'm having his baby.
Yeah, I gave him a little bit like Clarence in Alabama from True Romance vibe a little bit. Like she's down for the hustle and whatever it takes to help.
Well, they I guess they've been childhood friends throughout the.
Oh, that's right. Since they were 8, he says.
Right.
Yeah.
But I also find it interesting.
That's true either.
Yeah, we don't know. I find it interesting that Marty references her as his sister.
Yes,
that was weird.
When he introduces her to Dion, he doesn't want anyone. That was weird. He didn't want anybody to know.
Yeah.
That they were a thing because she's technically.
I don't know very many. I don't know very many girls. I don't think I've ever met a girl that would still want to be with me if I called her my sister.
No, but they have to hide the fact they're having an affair, so everybody thinks she's married.
Right. Yeah, I get
it. Like that, it was weird, but it kind of made sense. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you big? Okay, let me. Do you have anything on the movie? I want to go big picture here.
Let's go big picture.
So, Chalamet wants to be the next guy.
Yeah.
A lot of people think he's right now our modern day Leonardo DiCaprio. What do you guys think of where Timmy's at? He's 30 years old. What do you think of his career so far? Do you think he's like the guy?
Campia keeps calling him
actor.
John Campia keeps calling him the next Daniel Day-Lewis kind of thing. I think he is our only like star out of the new group of young actors that actually gets people to come see a movie. I could see him getting better and better. This probably is his best performance that he's ever given.
This is the only time I've ever seen him in that light where I was like, oh, he's a real actor that could be in movies.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a franchise with Dune, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really think anything special of what he's doing there at all.
That's true.
And I saw him when he played Bob Dylan, and that was okay.
It was all right.
But it didn't stand out to me as, oh, look, I was watching it for Dylan, not for him.
Right. He's better in this. And like, he clearly carries the movie. And
it's his movie. The movie has every scene. Every scene has him.
Yeah. He's in every fucking,
when he goes to the theater and he shows the guy how to stab somebody.
That's hilarious. It's like,
and just in that one moment, he just does it. And and everybody's like, oh, this motherfucker.
He's like, what's up with that guy? Why didn't he just punch the screen? So I don't think you were in the scene.
And that's a testament to the script and the direction as well, to make him look so good and to kind of give him that aura. But I think that he did. This is the movie where he has now been like, I feel like I didn't watch Call Me By Your Name. I didn't watch his other movies. I'm not really a big Timothy Chalamet guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I only know him from Dune because he's a movie I want to see. And I watched him in the Bob Dylan movie, not because he was in it, because it was a Bob Dylan story and I want to know about Bob Dylan. So,
I mean, he had arrived, but this definitely elevates him to be more serious.
Well, this is where you get to see what he can do.
Yeah.
And is he giving you, I'm going to ask you, well, you can answer this too, Imran. I hear a lot of people are like comparing him to a young, like Pacino or De Niro. Yeah. Are you getting that kind of feel with him in this type of movie?
I think in this movie, like, he does very well. Mm-hmm. And we'll see what he can do next. Mm-hmm. But I think that this is a very good jumping off point for him.
I totally
see the comparison to like King of Comedy, like that kind of vibe,
or 70s Pacino, like Dog Day Afternoon kind of. He's definitely channeling, and he's got a little even like James Dean kind of quality. But he's the 70s Pacino. I can see that. I think he's just got to pick good projects moving forward. But
well, the only thing is, I think what is a little polar, like off the like his promoting. A lot of people, I didn't really catch a lot of it. A lot of people find him to be a little bit obnoxious.
Yes.
Yes. But he is also I think he's trying to promote to like the Gen Z audience.
Yeah.
He's trying to capture that audience.
I think it worked. I think his stunts worked. Again, you have to be cocky, self-assured asshole if you're going to be famous. A lot of people are famous. They have that mentality. Like,
he's also wrapped in the Kardashian Jenner family because he's dating one of them.
Oh, that's right. Also, is he SD Kid the rapper? There's rumors that he's got a double life as a rapper. He just appeared in a music video with SD Kid to kind of debunk.
I wasn't really liking his rap, to be honest.
I didn't listen to it. I don't need to hear him rap. It's fine. Just I
mean, he seems like the guy. I mean, when the Knicks were in the playoffs, he was courtside, like fucking lapping it up with Kylie Jenner. Like, I feel like I see this guy everywhere, and he had the acting chops, I think, to back it up. And he also, I mean, I started this earlier, and he's openly said he wants to be one of the greats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he looks at this as like a competitive thing.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you got to do. Like, he has the right attitude, but that is going to rub people the wrong way. In fact, when he went on those sports shows talking football, that even rubbed people the wrong way. Because they're like, this motherfucker knows sports. He was like, just learned some things so he could, they thought he was faking it and trying to fit in. Well, maybe he does know sports. I don't know.
People on Reddit that say they're producers, so take this with a super grain of salt. Say he's
Reddit producers, got it.
Say that on set he's an asshole, but who knows?
I mean, he's very. It's a method. He's putting the work in. I don't know, but again, sometimes you got to be an asshole to claw your way to the fucking top.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that are great in their craft that are just terrible people, right?
Sure.
Like there's something about like achieving greatness that makes you inherently like extremely selfish and extremely hard to get along with.
Especially when you're that age too.
Right.
But you would think something would also ground you and keep you humble. But the humble people make it big. I don't know. You got to believe you're going to be the fucking star to be the greatest.
Yeah. No, I mean, humble people don't typically make it like to the top.
I mean, I get it. There's nothing wrong with that, but I don't know. You got to be an asshole.
You have to have a very, very intense belief in yourself.
Yes.
That few people really do have. Like most people doubt themselves all the time.
Right.
And the greats really like overcome that very easily.
So if you're going to make a brat pack of the best actors right now, who's in the conversation?
Oh, Timmy's got to be leading it, right?
Chalamet, Zendaya.
Oh, Zendaya. I feel like Chalamet would be like the top, right? And then like his little stooge, similar to Leo in the Brat Pack, would be like fucking Tom Holland.
I don't think Tom Holland is a good actor.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's not like awesome, but the Brat Pack had like people that weren't always the best actors.
That's the Pussy Posse you're talking about.
I'm talking about Pussy Posse. Right.
That's with Leonardo DiCaprio and
you're right. I'm talking
what about Elordi? Jacob Elordi, Jenna Ortega? I don't know.
I like Jacob Elordi sitting there as a tall motherfucker.
Yeah, you need a tall motherfucker.
What about Austin Butler?
I think you put Austin Butler in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good one. Austin Butler definitely can hang with those guys. We need another female.
Millie
Robert
Bobby Brown
is too old now, right?
He's too old.
Millie Bobby Brown? I don't know.
No, fuck that. No. I'm done with her.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney, maybe Sweeney. I would go back to Jenna Ortega.
But I don't think that she's a good actress, Sydney Sweeney.
Who's Demi Moore?
Maybe like an Elle Fanning.
Elle Fanning. Interesting.
Who is Demi Moore? That's
Demi Moore is like a sex goddess.
What about a Rachel Zegler?
Rachel Zegler. Isn't she old?
No. Is she? No, she seems young.
What's her name? I would definitely throw in. She might be a little creeping up too old, but the girl that played in Thunderbolts.
Oh, Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh, yeah.
I'll put her in there. Yeah. What about your Anya Taylor-Joy?
Anya Taylor-Joy was hot for a bit. I don't know what she's been doing lately, though.
I think Paul Mescal also you can throw into this.
Isn't he old?
He is 28.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
And maybe Ella Purnell, who's in Fallout and Yellow Jackets, and she gets a lot of work.
Who is cooler, the Brat Pack or the Pussy Posse?
That's like I'm gonna say. Oh shit. Maybe
the Brat Pack is more monumental.
Yeah.
But the Pussy Posse
had the cooler people. So back to
got Leo in it.
I know you got Leo who's fucking
Rob Lowe was probably putting up Leo numbers.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah, he just didn't make. He just made shitty movies.
Do you get Rob Lowe? I'll even go on the limb and say Rob Lowe is one of the handsomest men ever. Right?
What?
Wow, that's
okay.
That's
I think he's better looking than Leo for sure.
Well, speaking of Leo, do you get any Timmy vibes for Leo? Like, do you think he's like our modern day Leo? That's a lot of people can make that comparison too.
I think he's never gonna eclipse Leo. He's not. He doesn't have the physicality at this point. But
he is very skinny. Although Leo was pretty skinny in Titanic.
Yeah. And What's Eating Gilbert Grape when he started, he was skinny. Maybe I could see it as different though.
Leo's tall at least, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Timmy's got a very little shit vibe.
He's just so scrawny and fucking stringy.
Yeah. It's a good conversation. I like the modern day Brat Pack. That's a good thought provoking.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
What about Oscars, Anthony? Speaking of Leo, I could see Leo going as in one battle going up against him.
That's what a lot of people are saying is like the head-to-head matchup.
And I don't know.
I think Timmy might be in the lead for best. So it's going to win. It's going to potentially be involved in, it's going to get nominated for best picture.
Yes.
Best actor for sure.
Yeah. Production design.
Production design, score, sound. Like it's going to have a lot of different things. Director might be kind of tough. Director's a little tough this year. Supporting actress, maybe, but it's going to be tough.
For Odessa or
Gwyneth.
Yeah.
Original screenplay is be in there. So it'll be around. Editing, absolutely. Yeah. So,
Josh Safdie did a lot of this himself. Can we all agree he's the more talented Safdie brother? Is that true?
After one movie, yes.
Right. I mean, we got Smashing Machine and we got
They're both sports movies.
They're both sports movies. Yeah. One is clearly better than the other.
Yeah. But one of them has Timothée Chalamet, the other one has The Rock.
That's also true.
So, it's
and they both did Uncut Gems, but now you see Josh has more of that aesthetic that we saw in Uncut Gems.
Well, I'm going to sit there and say that the Smashing Machine is a departure from what they've always done.
100%.
That's true.
And I think that Marty Supreme is more like the same.
That's true. That's a good point. I just don't know if Smashing Machine completely clicks because he's copying a documentary.
Yes,
and I think
redid it.
I think when you do a documentary type movie, there isn't actually a narrative story there.
Right.
So I think it kind of loses its plot by copying it. But I do agree, like, you have to respect the fact that one guy went completely out of his wheelhouse while the other guy did the same thing he does all the time.
That he's good at.
That he's really good at. He's great.
He's really good at. He's really good. I mean, he clearly had a vision, having written, produced, and directed. Like he knew what he wanted to see and he got it. And it's great.
Yeah.
Final thoughts. Give me a score there, Anthony.
Final thoughts. I had a great time talking about the movie. I had a great time watching the movie. I love hearing what everyone else thinks about the movie. This is one of those movies that is one of my favorites of the year. I have it as a top 3 movie for myself. I really, really enjoyed this movie. Had a great time. I thought this was Timmy's. He's already kind of there.
Yeah.
Made it. But I think this was like his performance was like, I'm really fucking here.
He's leveled up. Yes.
Yeah. I think he leveled up here. So I loved it. I top 3 movie. I'm going to go very strong 9.5 out of 10.
Oh, Rugs.
I thought this movie was great, and I thought that there's a lot of great stuff here. I do think that there are some elements that don't quite work, that feel forced, and it works better for me when the things that are happening were not only unforeseeable, but at the same time very plausible. Yeah. And I feel like some of those things kind of cheapened it up a little bit. The theme of him kind of figuring out that he's a fuck up and he's got to change his ways could have been kind of sculpted a little bit better, but I think it's a solid movie. Great time. It's an 8.5 for me.
Yeah. The more I sat on this and thought about it, the more I started to like it, and just everything from performance to production to directing, top notch, very entertaining. It's a great journey. He makes a crazy character that you love to hate. You're either going to love him or you're going to want to fucking choke the shit out of him. And that's hard to do. And he pulls it off. Tour de force from Timmy. I'm at a 9. It's a fucking 9. Like, this is Oscar bait at its finest, but still giving you a really good movie. So yeah, good job. All involved.
I wouldn't even say it's like super Oscar baity.
I mean, it's a little.
The period piece of it, but Safdies have never been nominated for an Oscar like that. They've never been a Best Picture.
That's true.
They might start, but
this one they probably will. But I mean, this one's like just chaos.
Yeah,
it's. I think it has more. I don't want to say it's fully Oscar baity.
Maybe not, because you do see both of theirs, Josh and Timmy's passion, and they've been working on this for years. Like, and Josh grew up loving ping pong too, and just you could see the passion in the film. Like, this was important to all of them. They all trained. So Uncut Gems didn't Sandler get a nomination?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
But okay, maybe it's not super Oscar baity, but he's put together a fucking fantastic film here.
Yeah.